Hi, MJ Impastato here with H2H Coaching and Consulting, wanting to talk about values today. So, values, what are your core values? Not the company's values, not your partner's values. What really matters to you? And why is this so important before you have a difficult conversation? Well, a lot of times we have values that we sometimes step over for the sake of other things, other like the company's values or making sure everybody else is happy, sort of people pleasing everyone else. And what happens when we abandon our own values, things can get really sticky. So before you go and have this conversation, I want you to be really clear. List out some things that are really important to you. For example, I'll give an example. Back when I worked in corporate America and I had someone working under me, and if they did not have a sense of urgency, it used to drive me crazy. So when you're looking for values in other people, look at their pet peeves, things where they get really frustrated. I didn't communicate this well back then. I was much younger and didn't have all of these tools. That's why I've developed them now. But being really clear with that person on, wow, you know, what's important to me is being very effective, being efficient, and having integrity about the work that we do. And that is a very, very different way to approach being frustrated at someone if they don't have a sense of urgency. So it would have been a very different feedback conversation back then if I had handled it that way. So take a look at your values. What's really important to you? And then also, before you have that conversation, think about the values that may be important to this person that you're talking to. And perhaps you haven't had the opportunity to work with a facilitator and do team building and really dissect your values and share those with each other. But even so, you can have that opportunity by simply asking the person, what's really important to you? What matters? What's important in this conversation? Maybe it's really important for them to feel like they can be heard and have a chance to speak, right? Maybe things are important to them. Trust is a very high value for them. Everyone has different core values. So take that into consideration before you go and have this conversation. Think about your own values. Really be clear about what's important. Try not to step over those values. And at the same time, looking for the values in the other person and how you can honor those, respect those, and bring them into the conversation. Absolutely. When I have a difficult conversation with someone, I actually tell them up front, these are some things that are really important to me in how we have this conversation. What's important to you? So I can make sure that I'm honoring that as well. Okay, thanks so much. One more to go. Check back here for our final piece of the improve model.